I'm Liz Morgan, and welcome to our second installation of videos showing you how to make recipes from our Wider Horizons magazine. Today I'm here with Jamie Williams, and he's a chef with our award-winning culinary program here at Lethbridge College. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Liz.
How are you doing today?
Good, thank you.
Good.
Thanks for having me. Today I'm going to explain how to make spaghetti carbonara, which will be featured in this fall's edition of Wider Horizons magazine.
Perfect. So I'm thinking that a lot of students, when they come to college, they're not going to know how to make a 5-course meal, and being in the kitchen for the first time can be a little intimidating. So I've been told that you can kind of show us how to make meals that don't come out of a can and that are pretty easy.
That's right. Today's recipe is using ingredients students may already have in their fridge or freezer.
Perfect. So let's get started. Jamie, what's the first thing that I need to know in terms of timing and getting my meal ready?
Okay, well, basically when you have a few things to do like that, the best thing is to do what takes longest. So instead of watching water boil, you put the water on first while you're doing the other things, such as frying bacon or getting your sauce started.
Okay, so there's probably not a lot I need to know about boiling water, right?
Not too much, no. With pasta, you want to add some salt to the water.
Okay.
Okay, and get the pasta going in usually 8 times the amount of water as pasta, so it's not going to stick to itself then.
Okay, so I can have too little water?
Too little water, you might have a mess. With a good Italian pasta, though, it's not going to stick like a cheap pasta, so it's worth spending the extra few cents on a quality pasta.
Good to know. Good. What would be the next step?
The next step, I would get olive oil going in a pan, and the bacon's already been chopped would start sweating off until it's crispy in the pan with the olive oil.
Once that's cooked, what do we do after that?
Well, then you drain the fat off, and then you cook the garlic that you've minced up in a little bit of that bacon fat until it's fragrant.
Perfect.
Without browning it.
Without browning it, so I don't want it
to burn on you.
Okay.
And then you can add white wine to it if you'd like as well.
Awesome.
To deglaze the pan.
Good. So when I'm making this at home, I should have enough time for while my pasta's boiling to make the cheese sauce. So can you tell me how to make that sauce now?
Yeah, so the first thing you'll do is heat the butter in a pan on low heat and add the flour to that and let it cook for a couple minutes without browning.
Okay.
And then you'll add the milk to that, slowly whisking it to whisk out any lumps and bring that up to a simmer before seasoning that.
Okay, and then how long does that have to cook for?
Usually about 7 or 8 minutes to cook the flour out of the sauce.
Okay, and then what's the next step?
Well, the next step is whisking your egg yolk with the cream. Okay, removing the pasta from the heat and adding that liaison into the cream sauce.
So Jamie, you mentioned liaison. I'm not quite sure what that means. Can you explain that to me?
Well, basically that's just the cream and the egg yolks whisked together and incorporated into the sauce.
Okay. So Jamie, why do we need to remove the pan from the stove when we're adding our yolk mixture?
Well, if you don't do that, the mixture will curdle on you.
Oh, okay. So we really do want to remove that?
We do, yeah.
Okay. Unless we like some curdled...
Scrambled egg kind of look, yeah.
Good, good. All right. And then what's the next step after that?
Well, you need to add your bacon.
Okay. Okay. So add it all together. We want to add our garlic as well. Do we want to add that now?
Yeah, the garlic, the bacon, the white wine if you added that to that as well. And then if you like herbs, fresh herbs, I also like to add basil to the pasta.
Okay, just make that extra special if you have a date coming over or something.
Sure, why not?
Sounds good. All right, and then what's the next step after that?
Well, the next step, you can put it back on the heat, bring it up to a simmer, add your cheese and your peas.
Okay, and in terms of peas, can I use canned? Can I use frozen? Do I have to use fresh? What's the best?
Oh, fresh is okay too. Frozen, they're already blanched, and canned, they're already cooked as well. So either or, as long as you add something to the sauce and they're cooked properly, it should be good.
Great. So Jamie, if I get to this point and I find that the sauce is, let's say, too runny or it's too thick, is there anything I can do to fix that?
Yeah, if it's too thick, you can add more cream or more milk to it.
Okay.
And if it's too thin, you can let it cook longer, simmer down, it'll thicken naturally, or also you can add more cheese to it.
Okay, sounds good. So I think that was the last step. What do we do now to assemble it all?
Okay, well now you can drain the pasta out of the water and add it to the saucepan and let it cook for a minute in the pan with the sauce.
And that'll get all the mixture, all the tastes all good
those
and
flavors
mixed
mellowing
up.
together, yes.
Good. So it looks like we're done, and I think the next step is to try it.
Sounds good.
All right, let's go for it. Really good, Jamie.
Yes, thank you. So the next time you're thinking of reaching for a box of macaroni and cheese or frozen pasta, remember this pasta can be prepared in just about the same amount of time.
and it's so much better. So thank you so much, Jamie, for helping us with learning how to make this recipe. If you want to look for more recipes, you can go to widerhorizons.ca, and we'd also love to hear from you and how you did in making this recipe. And you can email whmagazine@lethbridgecollege.ca. Cheers.
Cheers.